Okay, let's see if we can make this look interesting. I got a gut feeling maybe we'll have to go. Actually, I'm thinking map might be good for this one because this one's got intricate patterns. So let's see how we go with this. I don't know how big we're going to make it. We'll soon find out. Oh, hang on. We've got to go out of full colour. We're going black. We're going to do this in black and then hopefully single colour. So we're just going to go here. Going to add a bit of contrast. And the copy density will go fairly light. Sharpness. Oh, with map mode, you lose these settings. These settings have gone to sleep. They're no longer existing. So I'm wondering if we're doing the right thing. We'll see how we go. Something different. Oh, but it might be because of this. I think, no, it's the black. It's not the map. I don't think. It's the black because it's not full colour. You can't use the colour balance, for example, in black. So I got a bit confused. Sorry, folks. These machines are complicated. Anyway, what do we got? We got some skeleton leaves. Believe it or not, I bought these from Officeworks. You wouldn't think an office stationery shop would have natural things like this, but they do, funnily enough. They do. And these are like for example, for card making. So you can make cards with these. So this is like out of the card making section of the Officeworks. So it's an interesting thing that you can find at Officeworks. You wouldn't think, but yes, you can. You do get stuff like this at Officeworks. So I'm just putting them in a higgledy-piggledy sort of a fashion. I don't know if this is going to look any good. It's not easy getting them in the right place to make them look good. So we're going to make this 340 by 340. So I'm wondering if we could just turn this one around, make this look a bit more natural. It's not easy trying to make it look natural or aesthetically pleasing. We're going to leave the dot feeder open for this. So let's see how we go with these leaves. These are not the easiest things to work with. Okay, let's see how that looks. Whoa, that looks really nice, the way it's come up. Wondering if we're going to leave it like that and maybe make this into a mirror. Maybe we can improve on the positioning a little bit. Maybe we can push that up against the edge a bit more. And maybe we got some of the leaves there, but I was actually thinking of making this the center of the mirror image. So we're going to perhaps make the size a bit smaller, but it's looking good. So we're going to call it 300 and going to go 315 by 315. Just a fair amount smaller, so we get more of those other two leaves on the page. But it looks good. I'm hopeful with this composition. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's a better composition. You can see more of the other leaves. It's still not much showing now. I'm wondering if we can, at least this is against the edge. I was actually thinking that maybe that shouldn't be over the edge, but then we've got that one like that. So I'm wondering if we're going to, wondering what we're going to do now. We're going to go take out some of that enlargement. We're going to make it even smaller. Going to call it 290 by 290. Going to make this a bit smaller. There again. So we're just going to scan that again. It's a bit of a challenge working with stuff like this. I'm trying my best to make this into a really good, worthwhile demo. So there we have it. There are our leaves. They look a lot better like that. Wondering if we're going to go any further. Wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. We're going to make that the centre. So wondering if we can enlarge it, reduce it smaller. We're going to make it, so we're just nibbling away slowly. It's really, you think we're taking off big chunks, but we're not. So we're going to make it 200. We're going to take a big chunk out, 260 by 260. This is not easy, folks, trying to get this looking good. But at least these copies are going to be cheaper because I'm doing them in black and white, not full colour. So they're doing it in black and white instead of colour. Now that looks a lot better. I got a nice little corner bit there, so that's looking good. I think it was worth taking out some of that enlargement. So I'm wondering where the centre is going to be to this image. I'm thinking that's going to be the centre. So that's going to be the centre. Just trying to think. Maybe we're going to do another one. I think we're going to stick with this setting. So we're just going to stick with this setting. We've just got to decide where the centre of this job is going to be. But this demo is getting a little bit prolongated. So I'm actually thinking that's going to be the centre. So we're just going to, the good thing about me using the black and white, as I said, it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper than colour. And yeah, so I just thought I'd do a black and white demo for a change instead of always doing colour. I do like to do take the rare opportunity to do a black and white demo. I do a lot of single colour demos, but I rarely do, or dual colour, but I rarely do a full black and white, because black and white on this machine isn't usually an easy thing to do. It doesn't look all that good. It's sort of a bit boring. I'm wondering if I did do the mirror image. Yes, I have. I forgot. So let's see how we go. Run off 2 copies of this. But yeah, it's nice to do a black and white every now and then for something different. I was thinking of doing this as a single colour job, like doing this image in single colours, but I've decided just to make it exclusively a black and white job for something different. It's a bit like going back to some of my roots of my youth, because in my youth there wasn't much in the way of colour in the public photocopiers that I used, like in the libraries. Most libraries back in the 80s were indeed black and white. Colour didn't appear on the scene in the library until the early 90s, I don't think, or the late, and mainly colour photocopiers were at copy shops. So I did a lot of black and white, and I couldn't afford colour anyway when I was young, so there were a lot of reasons why I was doing black and white. So I'm just trying to line these up. It's not easy trying to work out these patterns to use as a reference point, even though, yeah. Anyway, it could have been a better composition, but it's not bad. I think now we can call this slightly retro demo quits.